here we have Demeter and yes, because they're dressed, or because of their position. Next to Aries, it's always Aphrodite. We know these things. Next to Apollo, there is always Artemis. The twins are together, and with their mother, they make a symmetry. What's this
those that were made by the Egyptians, and they reached the idea of putting something so the arms are made to be touched. Not entirely, but they're very apart from the touch.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
And what happened with the legs?
Είναι γάλμα ιατρικής μορφής. Τμήμα του γάλματος ιατρικής μορφής.
Like on the Acropolis, no one dug anything up from the top of the Acropolis because people lived on it.
This was the period when King Croesus came at the sanctuary here and placed the altar when he asked this oracle about the exhibition. And as you can see, it was round three
Covered
and they make it like a band to represent the whole thing. So it's interesting as a finding. It represents an animal, it represents also the power of the king, it represents fertility, and it was found out of pieces. And the other thing, we can see it on the other display case on the right-hand side. It has the three heads of basically the three gods and goddesses of the sanctuary of Apollo. So we have the first head, it's god Apollo. On the side, it's his twin sister Artemis, and the most broken one is the statue of Leto, the mother of the twins, as they say. The interesting thing also is that there was three statues. Now what is left from the three statues, you see the heads and some of the body part. Combine wooden part, the inner side of the statue was made out of wood. They cover with bronze, and then the decorative parts, it was made out of these leaves of gold. So combination of wood, bronze and gold again as a decoration. Represent the god of the sanctuary, god Apollo, his twin sister Artemis and their mother Leto. We'll continue with once again with the other group. Stay here. And they had to come here from from the gods to give them the best gift. So for the gods, the best gift, it was immortality. And in order to gain immortality, the two boys, it was represented like two gods or like two heroes in the area of Delphi. the posture of the statues. It's the typical posture of the statues in this period that we call the archaic times. It's after the geometric and before the classical times. So they have the posture of the kouros, as we call it. So the kouros, boys, that usually in the beginning the figure was parallel one to the other and the arms very close to the body. And here we see a little bit of an evolution of the sculpture decoration because the statues, they make the first step, as we say. So one is in front of the other, so it shows a movement somehow. So it's the first decoration at the statues in these years, and most of the decoration of the statues, it's on the hair of the statues, and they have the so-called archaic smile of the statues. So from the kouros, the statue of Sphinx that we've seen, and the decoration that we've seen at the other room, that it comes up until the period of the archaic times, we're going to enter in the classical period. Just, yes, I'm going to... Decorative figures from the temple of God Apollo. So the temple that was in the site of Delphi, it was dedicated to God Apollo, the patron god of the sanctuary. But they say in the winter time, Apollo is the sanctuary and goes to the northern moon wall, so called the Serpent. So during the periods of the winter the so-called Pythian festivals that are festivals that combine, we can say, athletic competitions at the ancient stadium and later on in the Roman times, and theatrical plays at the ancient theatre, later on used also in the Roman period. So this statue that I have on the left-hand side represents God Dionysus, the patron god of the
Dionysus.
winter time. Now, the patron god of the sanctuary was God Apollo. The decorations that extends on my right-hand side, that shows some animals here, and it has some horses in the middle of the decoration. On the side of the some animals that represents God Apollo, the arms and the dog. So the neck of the dog, a very trees.
The goddess has wings. Yeah, that's
what it probably is, probably.
On the top, it would have been more decoration. So, of course, lines and heads, as it was in most cases, just different. Like this part.
Where are the sanctuary?
And also, a model culture. This is what I mentioned earlier when I told you. In some areas there were longer buildings, like this one, the other one, for people to just hang out. You know, that was the thing. They even called them clubs. That's the treasures over here. This one, where you see the shadow of my finger over here, that's the one with the women, the two women. The Sphinx, of course. The snake over there.
And on my left-hand side of her hair. It has also a drawing that shows how it was also the temple of God. Almost the same construction. It had the temple that we're going to see at the site later on. It was constructed with 6 columns to the front, a frieze on the top, and the triangular pavement on the roof. Okay. Then let's continue.
He's holding on his hand. This thing that was here.
Looked like with the columns and the decorations on the top. The decorations, we call them the metopes. Metopes is this rectangular piece of marbles that it has figures, and these decorations represent the deeds of Hercules and also stories about Theseus, the mythological book of Athens. So the Athenians, after the Battle of Marathon, they place a whole building. You can see a little bit the drawing on the right as you reach here at the entrance on the right-hand side, and the original decorations of the so-called metopes. Above the metopes, there was also a triangular roof that we have here, that we have a small heavy god Apollo, how he looked different. And the interesting thing about the Athenian treasury, we have it on that side of the room, that it has part of the wall of the Athenian treasury, that it has like a versus of Apollo, like we all can never keep to Apollo. So it's not about the arrival of Apollo, because it's on the Apollo from Artemis. It was written also in the walls of the Athenian treasury. So those two rooms, it comes from this Athenian treasure, this rectangular building of columns, and it was placed as an offering for the god. The next two rooms.
It's very cool.
So what is left from some of the buildings, from the treasuries and from the temples, we see in the display case. And the interesting thing in this room is the three display cases that we have that it has a sexy burner that represents the priests holding the cauldron with the fire on the top. Basically, the priest represents the temple. The other display cases it has on one side it has the position, this is connected to the fire, and two others are connected to the stage. So those three displays, you can see, represent the three parts of the ancient sanctuaries, the ancient religious places, the temple, the theater, and the stage. All the ancient sanctuaries, they consisted of those three parts, because at the temple it was placed the offerings dedicated to the gods, here and here with the to god Apollo. The theater, it was connected with the theatrical place during the festivals that we call the Pythian festivals, and the others, they represent the athletic competition that they either come to attend or to participate during the festival. So the three parts of the sanctuary. The next room, it has from this circular building that is called
Άρα είναι.